Erik Horne here with Brett Dawson after the Thunder's 124-105 win over the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Brooklyn came out smoking from three-point range, but once Russell Westbrook got going in the second quarter, it was really a game where the Thunder led at about 62-60 and never trailed from beyond then.
Yeah, this is the Thunder's move now. Give up a bunch of threes early.
Yeah.
And then have the other team not make any down the stretch, pretty much, or very few. I think Brooklyn was 8 of their first 10, and then about 3 for 19 after that. So, again, hot shooting. Billy Donovan talked about a little bit of a difficult adjustment. Everybody shoots threes for Brooklyn, including the big guys. Brook Lopez shoots them now. It's a different kind of team, a different kind of offense that they run. It took a little time to get adjusted to it. Once they did, the Thunder really took off.
Yeah, I mean, Brook Lopez was scorching in the beginning. I think he hit his first 3 threes, and the Nets as a whole were great. But really tonight, the story for me was the Thunder's reserves being able to sustain, without Russell Westbrook on the floor. Westbrook was brilliant. He was efficient as usual. He had 30 points, 13 assists, 10 or 11 rebounds. I can't quite remember, but he had a triple-double by the end of the third quarter, and the Thunder actually extended their lead once Westbrook left at the end of the third quarter. With about 2:59 left in the third, the Thunder was up 4 points, and by the end of the quarter, they're up 14. Enes Kanter scores a couple of buckets. Alex Abrines gets a bucket. They make 4 shots in a row. They go 4-4 with Westbrook out of the game, and that was huge.
Very, very big. It's a rare thing. Victor Oladipo said really chalk it up to the defense. The way the second unit played defense got them going a little bit offensively, able to extend that lead, let those guys get a little bit of a rest. Russell Westbrook did come back in the fourth, kind of put the game away there. But yeah, it was a really good showing, both with Russell Westbrook off and on the floor. Those second unit guys were really good when he was there. When he was in as well, he created some shots for Alex Abrines, who got off to a really hot start in front of his parents. It was just the second unit played very well. Joffrey Laverne, easy for me to say, had a great stretch there in the second quarter. Those guys all contributed, and that's the kind of thing I think you want to see more of.
He turned the page. He did a good job of playing together, staying with it, making them shoot tough shots, and getting out on the break and finishing.
Why were you, as a team, able to get so many different guys involved offensively?
They pack the paint. They do a good job of packing the paint. Our job is to hit a drive and kick and get guys open shots.
Second unit came through tonight. What'd you get out of them in that third quarter?
Just being aggressive. I think when our second unit is aggressive on both sides of the ball, it's hard to stop us.
Russell, there was a point in the first half where you directed to Joffrey to kind of go down the lane. In the third quarter, it seemed like he did that for you. What was that connection with Joffrey like today?
Just reading the game. I see different things different things defensives are doing to me, so I try to find ways to be able to get those guys open shots and easy buckets.
What do you think of the way that the second unit was able to sustain and extend the lead when you were out at the end of the third?
They did a great job, man. Like I just said, they did a good job of coming in and keeping the pace up on both sides.
Russell, late in that game, Trevor Booker kind of shoved Steven, and Steven didn't even react. What is it? What is Steven's personality like to where he can get it like that and he just doesn't even make a facial expression?
He probably didn't feel it. Probably knowing Steven, man, he that stuff doesn't bother him. He's obviously a big dude and very strong guy. So that little push don't do nothing for him. He went up there and knocked the free throws down. So.
They were packing the paint pretty hard tonight, and you were still able to get to the rim a bunch. What other than just like you being in constant attack mode allowed you to be able to do that?
Spacing is good. Spacing is great. Did a good job of making sure guys are in the right spot, and I try to pick my spots wisely.
Just about their style, their system, and how they play, and how it's a little bit different and unique because they're 4-5 shoot the three, and obviously to start the game. I think they made 8 threes in the first quarter, and it took probably a little bit of time for our bigs to get adjusted. It was a little different for them. And Kenny does a great job putting those guys in situations where they get some opportunities to shoot threes. But I thought after that first quarter, our guys really adjusted. I thought we had the last 3 quarters of the game where we defended at a very high level in terms of where we wanted to be, and I'm sure that there were some shots they missed, but in terms of where we needed to be and the intensity and aggressiveness of getting to where we needed to be was really, really good for the last 3 quarters. And then I thought overall, offensively, I thought we were able to get into the paint. Russell obviously had an exceptional game, was so efficient, and in the first half going 9 of 10. But we got a lot of contribution. Victor played really, really well. I thought Joffrey coming off the bench gave us very good minutes. I thought Enes gave us good quality minutes. So, it was a great game for us. Coming off the Houston game and this game, for us to play against some of these teams that are very, very high octane offensive teams that are challenging the guard. I think it's made us better, and I think we've improved.
Questions?
Oh, Billy, in that stretch, I think it was like 2:39 when Russell came off in the third quarter. Your reserves were able to extend the lead, and it seemed like tonight the reserves did a good job of maintaining those stretches of good offensive play while Russell was off the floor. What did you think about the reserves tonight?
I thought they did a really good job. I think I mentioned after, I don't know, a couple games ago about that. I felt like we as a staff, and myself in particular, need to try to help those guys. Thought they were on the same page. I thought they moved the basketball. I thought they made the game easier for each other. They generated good shots. They helped each other. They defended. It was good to see them play the way they did, and it was good to see them, extend onto the lead. I think, maybe a little bit there in that fourth quarter. We had, a couple of. I think they maybe cut it back down from 9. We're up maybe 14. But those guys on the bench, I thought our whole team tonight did a really, really nice job. I thought it was a really, really good collective group effort, and something that hopefully we can continue to build on.
Coach, you mentioned Victor's ability to get a lot of his game onto the floor. Are you seeing more and more of his impact across the board?
Well, he's 11 for 17 tonight, but it's like he's taking good shots. He's taking efficient shots. I think he's getting a better understanding of where his shots are coming from. He made a couple great passes into the pocket to some of the bigs, and got those guys some easier opportunities around the basket. I think he's growing inside of how we're trying to play and having a better understanding of what he needs to do. But listen, he's 11 for 17, took 17 shots, and I would say that all the shots he took were good shots. And he's going to have some nights where he doesn't shoot the ball. It's just normal. It's part of the game. You play 82 games, you're going to have those nights. But he's defending at a high level. He's rebounding. He had a heck of a block shot. He had a heck of a putback. There's other things he's doing right now to impact the game, and certainly helps us when any of those guys score. But with the way he played, tonight, he was just an efficient player. That was the thing. It was great. Both he and Russell were extremely efficient. They were both. Russell's efficiency in the game was unbelievable. He was getting great quality shots, making very, very good decisions. And I thought Victor did the same thing.
Just playing the game, man. You know what I mean? Taking it one game at a time, one possession at a time, and realizing I can do a lot out there to help the team. So that's what I'm trying to do.
You guys gave up 40 in that first quarter. Billy talked about the defense locking down in those last 3. What do you think changed out there?
They were shooting the cover off it. I think Lopez made 4 or 5 threes in that quarter. So we just did a great job of slowing them down, giving them different looks, and defending at a high level throughout the game. So we just got to do it for 48 minutes.
Vic, what was the difference for the second unit tonight, being able to not just maintain a lead but extend it?
We defended, and that's the reason why we were able to extend it. So if we do that, then we'll do a great job and give the first unit some time to rest.